Hey Busters, welcome back to another capsule toy video. So today we'll be opening up the, it should be the Okinawa Kabuto, or the Okinawa Beetle. So yeah, so as always this is a 500 yen capsule toy. As you can see, for the new series types, they're no longer doing the display one, so back to capsules, which is quite sad. But, you know, cost cutting, I much rather they do that than, you know, just cutting the line. If you're still interested in display bases, they now sell the display bases as a separate 500 yen option. That includes wings, more realistic wings, but yeah. So here you go. So these are, I think I maybe said it already, 500 yen a pop. But yeah, so these guys released when did these release? I think it was like early January. So yeah, so this is the Okinawa Beetle, so a bit different. So, but yeah, let's get this out there. So yeah, this set is quite nice for those who are interested in starting. I think if you are interested, this could be a good set to start collecting from. It has a nice variety of beetles, and it has also the traditional rhino one. So today here is the Okinawa Kabuto. And number 5, they have the Yamato Kabuto Mushi Kai, slightly different, modified. They have the Nokogiri Tatetsuno Kabuto, I guess the Nokogiri, the standing saw horn Kabuto Beetle, the Moranganbu O Kabuto, and the Yansontenaga Tenaga Kogane, or like some sort of scarab. But yes, so as always, here it is. So if you QR code, if you want to get the display stand that they're selling, and this is the Ikimono Daizukan level 4. But yeah, so as always, so not much to this guy, a bit basic compared to all the other ones. So Okinawa, I wonder what's different. Definitely maybe Okinawa, like the horns are smaller. Interesting, definitely small horns, and the horn here kind of has like 2. So as you can see, Busters, it's kind of curved, but this is just soft plastic, so you can just kind of like push it, or you leave it alone, it'll just slowly move back to its place over the years. But yeah, so let's get to building. So this one should be a quick review. So overall, already quite nice. It's got a nice matte black finish. This time, unlike all the other ones, they kind of added like detailing here. So I'm guessing the Okinawa one is kind of furry here, because I know some beetles are like furry. But if you look at all the other ones, I mean, they kind of had some design in there, but they never really painted it much. So, although this is one of the smaller ones, so I guess similar would be this one, but definitely different. Possibly same, no, not even same mold, because you can see it. So this is interesting. I probably have another beetle of a similar, so it's like it seems like a smaller version of this one, but so yeah, as you can see, I do love how each one is a different unique mold, even if they do look similar. So let's just pop the head in here, but quite small. But you know, for 500 yen, it's not bad. For me, you know, it's 500 yen, almost like $5. For you guys, you know, right now the yen is quite weak, so it'll be less than $5, especially for American dollars. This could be like cheap as 3. However, of course, you're paying the import and shipping and all that, so any savings you had from conversion rate, you probably lose from shipping costs, which sucks. However, if you order more than one, of course, it'll be great. So hold on, let me just, this ball joint is kind of hard to get in with a tablet in front of you as a camera. So no, sorry Buster, let me just quickly do this off screen. Busters, took a bit, really tight fit. Could be because of the paint apps rubbing against it, but it's very, very tight fit. Like even just normally moving this it's quite a bit of resistance. So in the video, I'm expecting this to pop off. So let's get the legs in. So as always, on the sprues, you'll say, so it says R3, R3. So this is the bottom legs. So let's just twist it. So yeah, so at least for this one, this guy, his legs are just one solid piece. Unfortunately, I don't know. It's a mixed bag. Like for me, I think for me, I prefer like the legs like this, where it's just kind of locked in, which sure, not in the same set. This is the Yangsong Scarab one. Like the legs here do move, which is great, I guess, but also it's kind of annoying if they pop off and whatnot. So I think personally I prefer the legs kind of like this, where it's just one piece. That's just for me, of course. You know, for others, they might prefer a bit more articulation, which is great too. You know, but I think I just prefer a more solid one, so it's less fiddly and less things to fall apart. So R2, so these are the middle ones. You know, because I mean, I understand wanting the articulation, but at the same time, it's kind of like, at least for me, I'm like, well, do I need it? No, because I'm just going to display it. They're never really going to move their legs. So, sorry, Busters, about that. Oh, this one's kind of hard. Let's get this one. So, I just, oops. So, let's push this in while trying to, there we go. And then this one. So I think generally, oops, this one's kind of hard, and then the spikes here hurt my fingers. For the bottom two sets of legs, they angle downwards, so that's how you know left and right after you take it off the sprues if you forget. Which, oh man, this one's kind of hard. All right, there we go. Come on. There we go, like that. If you guys forget, in the mini booklet, they do kind of tell you like, hey, angle it downwards, or these two down up. So they do explain how to do it. And the last set, twist these off, and these angle upwards. 1 and 2. So I think at this point, I might suggest always just kind of doing the left side first and finish on the right side. So there you go, like oha. And then finally the antennas, which are always kind of annoying. The ball joints are here, but because they're so small, it's kind of hard to do. And you know, and I have small hands, so for those who have bigger hands, I could see how almost impossible it feels. But luckily, you know, the head's on a ball joint, so you can just move their arms out. You know, and because of how it's like this, it's very easy to break. I do always suggest you just push it in at the ball joint, and then maybe get like a wooden toothpick or something to just poke it into the slot. Or sometimes just like put my fingernails in there and pushing it in like that. So there we go. And the other one, let's just turn him around here. Or, you know, just straight up put these in before you put the legs is also a very smart move that I did not do. But luckily, this time it's nice, easy fit. And there we have it, Busters. The Okinawa Kabuto. So definitely a small one here, this girl. So I don't know why. It feels like because Okinawa or something, I just feel like this one would be a girl, not a boy. But yeah. Oops. Buster. No time to sleep now. Same small as Buster-kun almost. But yeah. So this one is definitely on the small side, but looks really nice. As always, you know, its wings. You just push the head down, and then you got some paint-ups here. You lift the wings up, and then you slot in the wings here and the holes on the side for them to fly. And of course, it includes the peg hole for display stands, which they no longer include now. Size-wise, size comparison, here he is next to a Digimon card, a Pokemon Magic the Gathering Casino card. So 6x6 by 8.8, so it's roughly about just 8.8, so 9 centimeters tall from horn to the base. Longer if you include the leg sticking out. Height-wise, as always, maybe 3 centimeters or so, you know. But if you put him on the card, it'll be about this much. So next to similar beetles, you have him next to, from the same set, the Scarab, the Cheirotonus something Scarab. So definitely on the small side. which this guy was a small, but this one makes up for in articulation and super long arms. Here he is next to some sort of other beetle whose names I do not recall anymore. Very similar actually. Almost the same, like almost the same, but as you can see, I think the shell, it's really hard to tell if it's the same mold. Like, you know, if I put it up, if you see the light shining on the sides, you can kind of see like the different areas where kind of like this one's more flat and this one has a bit more bumps. It is very similar. Like it has the same line here. You know, on the bottom it has the same, so it could be the same shell. I wouldn't be surprised if they did reuse it. You know, the inside's probably the same. Well, let's just see the base. So maybe the torso is the same. Legs look to be the same actually too. So so I think, let's see the arms. From as far as I can see, it does look to be the same as this one from a previous set. Sorry, Buster, I do not recall which one this one is. However, the main difference would be the horns, so definitely different horn style. So, yes, I think the arms and the body are the same, same mold. However, the head is different. So as you guys can see, like at least the head, this one's got like a V thing. So they did do 3D scans of the head here, and the horns are different. So if you've got a fight, they are different. Here he is, the Okinawa next to the traditional rhinoceros beetle, which probably all share the same legs, unless there's something fundamentally very different. Interesting. So the head here looks to be the same mold as the head. So it used that head. Maybe they use this head as the base because it does have the same kind of like horn, just smaller. So maybe when they 3D rendered, they just shrunk this. Interesting. Oh, maybe this is because this is the Kabuto Rhino and there's the Okinawa Kabuto. Maybe the Okinawa ones are just like a smaller version. Like just, you know, just a smaller version because Okinawa. Who knows? Viewers, if Busters, if you guys know, let me know. I think that's what it is because everything else is the same. Interesting. But they're a bit more hairy because maybe just hot weather. So that could be it. And you know, here's next to, I think, the Atlas, the 4-pronged one. Can't remember, so quite different. So Okinawa one is definitely a smaller guy compared to like these other beetles here. So let's just have him up here. So, you know, if I put him with some beetle friends, so definitely a small one. But yeah, interesting. It is definitely very similar to this traditional Kabuto Mushi. So yeah, and that's basically it, Busters. It is quite nice though. So here we have him. So there you have it, Busters. That's basically it for the Okinawa Beetle. As always, this is 500 yen. As always, like the molding detail is great. Same as paint apps, you know. This time they put in like kind of like fuzzy hair here that's what is kind of hidden, but you can still kind of see it. Definitely smaller on the small side. For those who do end up getting this and also wanting wings for it, it says here you would get the medium-sized wings for the display stand. So that's just if you guys were interested in it. But yeah, overall it is quite nice. You know, as always, great molding detail. Paint apps, you know, not much paint apps I guess, but still quite nice. You know, up here in the mouth, the molding, everything's great. As always, like torso moves, whatnot. It is several pieces, so it is a really good, you know, figure for 500 yen. It's great. I don't see, you know, any cons to it. The only things against this I would put it would be it is quite small, and that's basically it. Like the size is the only thing that's going against it, you know, especially I guess if you're collecting other ones. However, it could just be like I said, that the Okinawa beetles are just smaller in size in general, in which case this would be to scale, which is great too. So that has that going for it or against it. But yeah, overall, so far in this set, it does seem like a solid pickup choice, you know, because if you order this online, I know most places they just randomly give you one. Honestly, this set 4 I think is a solid place to choice to start collecting. You get a various amounts of different beetles, no different color variations. Usually in previous ones you have like a red one and a brown one. This time all of them are different, which is great. So no matter which one you get, as long as you don't get a double, you're going to have a different mold, and they all look quite unique. So definitely think it's a good one. Definitely don't think you'll be let down if you're interested in starting collecting. If you already got some other beetles and you're wondering if you should get this one, I still think it's worth getting. A bit small, however, like I said, like even if it's smaller, the horns are basically what makes it unique. And they do put in the detail to like differentiate it from the other beetles. So I do think it is a great thing to pick up. So yeah, that's about it, Busters. Not much else to say here. As always, thanks for watching, Busters, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope this video helped give you guys some insight as to what this beetle looks like and the size. And if you had were on the fence about it, I hope this helped you to make a decision on it. But yeah, I know as always I go a bit too quickly and just off the cuff, so if there's any questions or comments, please let me know down in the comment section below, and I will be sure to get back to you on that. And hope to see you again on the next capsule toy video, with the other 3. So once again, Busters, thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys next time. As always, this is Buster-kun here, off to find his low-fly girl.